Hello there again. This is your loan guy, Troy, with the Reichert Mortgage Team, bringing you some more mortgage tips. Really excited to help everybody out there, my brothers and sisters looking to buy a home, refinance a home every single time. And we really just want to stand beside you, try to provide that stellar mortgage experience and clear mortgage plan for you. And we have an ask for you. If you like this video, like it. If you want to share this video, share it. If you could do me a favor, if you think some of this content is important, go ahead and subscribe. Tell your friends, your enemies, everybody to subscribe as well. We'd really enjoy that. Now, what are we talking about today? Well, one of the things that came up this month was something called the Biden rule and what is really changing out there. First and foremost, in my opinion, Biden has nothing to do with this, and I'll explain why here in a little bit. But there are some significant changes. So let's talk about this a little bit. Who is going to, make these changes? Well, it's the Federal Housing and Finance Authority that was created in 2008 when the mortgage meltdown happened. What they are trying to do here is look at the different information and try to figure out where interest rates should be. Okay. Well, who does it affect? Well, it affects those getting conventional loans, okay? It's not an FHA loan thing or a VA loan thing, strictly a conventional loan change to the interest rates. Now, who does it affect and who does it help and who does it hurt? Well, it helps those with the lower credit scores and lower down payment. And conversely, it kind of hurts the people with higher credit scores and more of a down payment or a down payment in a certain spot, okay? And we're going to go over that just a little bit. How does that happen? How do these changes affect certain things? Well, out there, FHFA has what's something called loan level pricing adjustments. Why are they out there? Well, it helps make sure that we're mitigating and reducing some of the risk out there, and it really helps lower the chances of some of those mortgage market meltdowns that we had in 2007, 2008, and a little bit into 2009, okay? So let's talk about this a little bit. You're going to see this chart up here, and really what this chart explains, you don't need to look at everything, okay? Just look at it on its whole. If you see the areas in orange and red, that's when interest rates are going to be effective negatively. And if you look at the lighter greens and the darker greens, that's where the information will help and the loan level pricing adjustments will help certain borrowers. So, for instance, if you look, the lower part of this graph are people with lower credit scores, okay? In the, some people that are lower than 639, conventional scores, you need at least a 620 to even get started. And then to 679, you can see that generally speaking, that's where the better interest rates for them are going to happen, okay? Now, also, if you look to the right-hand side of the chart, these are folks that are putting less down. They're putting 5% down or less on a conventional loan. And again, those interest rates are getting better for those individuals that are doing that. So the bottom right hand of that is kind of getting the win-win situation. They have lower credit scores and they're putting less down. Now, I want to caveat this by saying, you still want to have the best credit score out there, okay? So I want to put that out there. If you have a higher credit score, you are still going to get a better rate than those with lower credit scores and lower down payments. What happened is the gap was like this much, and now these loan level pricing adjustments, which are already in effect, by the way, now it brings it like this, okay? So yes, they are changing and negatively changing interest rates for those with more of a down payment and more higher credit scores, but what they're trying to do overall is really, why are they doing this? Well, FHFA is trying to help with home affordability and access, okay? So what does that mean? Well, if you can see, beforehand, maybe those folks with less down payment couldn't get into a conventional loan. Well, now maybe they can. And those with lower credit scores maybe had too high of an interest rate to qualify. And so now again, we're having a larger pool of individuals, and generally speaking, a larger pool of potential borrowers is a good thing in the market. Now, we're letting some folks with lower down payments and lower credit scores into the market. Is that a good thing? Time will tell. I'm going to give you my 2 cents. People with lower down payments, we've found through data, they don't necessarily mean that they're going to default more and as more of a risk, okay? Those with lower credit scores, Troy speaking here, they might not be ready potentially. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't, right? But I think from a down payment standpoint, I like that aspect. From a credit score standpoint, not a super fan. I think there might have been a different way to attack this to help get access to different loan products for those in those specific categories. But again, I understand the reason why. I'm just not sure I'm a super fan of the total way that they put it together. Please, let's do this. Give me a call, see what's been going on, see how this affects you specifically, either positively or negatively. Don't let this have you be put on the sidelines, okay? Let's have that conversation. It's your loan guy, Troy with the Reichert Mortgage Team, here for you, and would love to have that conversation. Contact information is right there for you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.